welcome to all of you to today's Open to program, specially designed for our wonderful teachers. It's a pleasure to have such a dedicated group of educators with us today. We hope today's program inspires fresh ideas, thoughtful discussion, and meaningful learning. Teaching is the greatest act of optimism. Now, I would like to invite Ms. Archana to share her valuable thoughts with us through Teachers Talk.
Today, I would like to share a real incident that truly made me feel delightful and proud to be a teacher. One day, I noticed a learner sitting alone without opening his lunchbox. When I asked him why, he quietly said he had no food. I shared my lunch with him without making a big deal of it. The next day, he came with the small flower and said, "Ma'am, this is for you because you cared for me like my mother." That small flower was worth more than any award. That time, I realized being a teacher is not only about teaching subjects, it's also about showing kindness. Thank you.
School story. Every school has a memorable moment that teach valuable life lessons. Now, let's listen to an interesting school story by Miss Kavita.
Hi, hello. I'm a Hindi teacher. Today I'm going to share a small school story that happened in my school campus. One fine day, after a few days of reopening, I was sitting in the OAT near the canteen. Some children were playing and moving around in the playground as it was lunch break. Lot of new students without uniform and some students claiming that they are the seniors were playing. Suddenly I happened to see a cute little boy in one corner of the ground. He might be around 5 to 6 years old. He was sad and was helpless and was about to weep. By the time a girl who happened to be senior noticed the boy crying, went near the boy and inquired why he was crying. The little boy replied that he was new to the school and could not identify his classroom as well as he did not know his class teacher's name. The senior girl consoled the boy and she held his hands gently like her own brother. Then she helped the boy to find his classroom. From this story, we can learn that moral values need not be taught, but by default it is inbuilt. When the situation demands, the children follow the values by their own. It is not about that everything the teacher has to teach. This reminds that true character is shown by what we do when no one is watching, whether you are in the classroom, playground, or outside the school. Always be ready to help someone in need.
Conversation by teachers. Learning becomes more meaningful when teachers share ideas and experiences with one another.
A water bottle teaches us a simple truth. Small sips can make a big difference. It reminds us to pause, refresh, and continue with renewed energy.
A water bottle may be simple, but it holds the power of every single life.
Every sip of your water bottle a step toward focus, strength, and well-being. To our students, a water bottle not just an object, it is a companion through lesson and a break.
Teacher's voice. Every teacher's voice matters. Sharing our thoughts and experience help us grow together as educators.
Hi all, I'm Celsia, a math teacher. Today I'm going to be the voice of teachers. Every teacher's time deserves respect. One of the most common misconceptions in our society is that the teacher's work ends when the school bell rings. Many people assume that the teacher have finished their work for the day when the students return home. But the reality is quite different. Teaching is much more than standing in front of a classroom. Other than teaching, the teachers spend their hour in preparing for the next lesson plan, organizing the activities to be conducted, correcting the notebooks, assessments, attending the meetings, and finding a best way so that every learner in the class learns. Every teacher takes pride in doing so. Like every professional, teachers also have family, personal responsibility, and the need to take rest and recharge so that they can come with energy and enthusiasm. To parents, students, and every member of the society, a small gesture of appreciation can mean a big deal to teachers. We as a society, let us appreciate the teachers not only for the hours they spend in the classroom, but also for the dedication and effort beyond the scenes.
Teaching becomes even more effective when creativity meets technology. Let's now explore a useful digital resource that support classroom learning. Now, I would like to invite Ms. Jagadishwari to present today's EduTech segment.
Hello, this is Jagdishwari, a computing teacher. So today I'm going to share about a app called Class Dojo. So Class Dojo is a communication platform that builds a strong communication between teachers, parents and students. For teachers, it helps share class updates, photos, homeworks, one place to another place saving time and it improves the communication. For parents, it improves a quick way to stay informed about their child's learning, behavior, and school activities, helping them support their child better. For students, it encourages positive behavior, boosts motivation through rewards, and creates a fun and engaging learning environment. In short, Class Dojo strengthens the partnership between the school and the home, making learning more connected, transparent, and enjoyable. Thank you.
Movie for watch. Stories are the power to teach, inspire, and transform our perspectives. Let's now hear a thoughtful movie review by Miss Priscilla.
In Long Beach, it all comes down to what you look like. It's all about color.
Listen to me, all of you. Stand on the line if you've lost a friend to gang violence. Stay on the line if you've lost more than one friend. 3, 4 or more. From this moment on, the person you were, that person's turn is over.
I can't.
Nobody listens to a teenager, and they don't see the wars we fight every day.
There to the police.
I don't even know how this.
Then I heard gunshots.
She told us we have something to say to people.
Good evening, everyone. Today, I'd like to share my thoughts on the inspiring movie and award winning movie of the Humanities Nobel Award, Freedom Writers, released in 2007. The film is based on a true story, and the star, Hilary Swank, is as a Urine Gruvel, a young teacher who began a teaching career as a challenging classroom. What makes this movie truly powerful in the students comes from different backgrounds and face many struggles in their personal lives. At first, the classroom is filled with conflict, division, and lack of trust. However, the teacher does not give up on them. Instead, she understood their problems, listened to their stories, and find creative way to connect with them. One of the most inspiring aspect of the movie is the power of education. Erin Gruvel shows us that a teacher is not only someone who teaches lessons from textbook. A teacher is also he became a guide, a listener, a source of hope. Through writing, the students begin to express their feelings, share their experiences, and understand one another. A massive impact that the teacher who dares and accept the giving up the marriage and satisfied with the changes of lives for what she fought for the children to be. Here is a beautiful ending of the story was the teacher can change a story into a book, from trauma into talents, from racism into equality, from selfishness into sacrifice and satisfaction. I highly recommend Freedom Writers in every teacher become. It is not just a movie but about education. It is a powerful reminder of the difference a dedicated teacher can make the lives of students. A movie is highly accessible in Netflix and Amazon Prime.
Exhortation by Educationalist. It's now time for the highlight of today's program. We are honored to have Dr. M. Soundarya, Assistant Professor, Rajalakshmi Engineering College, Chennai, with us to share her valuable insight and experience. Let's listen to her inspiring address.
Hello everyone. Myself, Dr. M. Soundarya from Rajalakshmi Engineering College, Chennai. Students learn best when they feel comfortable around their teachers. We should become the person someone they can trust and approach without fear. Because students' interest in a subject begins with a teacher who teaches it with passion and care. As a teacher, our role is not just to provide answers, but make students to discover answers on their own. We should ignite the curiosity, encourage questions, and make them to become a lifelong learners. When a student says, I like this teacher, I want to study this subject, that is the greatest achievement any educator can have. After a certain stage in life, students spend their significant part of their life with the teachers. Whether their parents are educated or not, students naturally come up with their teachers for guidance, encouragement, and direction. So, what I believe is the right guidance given by the right teacher at the right time, it may be the biggest turning point in any student's life. That is a responsibility we should always cherish. I believe a teacher should not only be friendly with students but also should be a role model for any students. My dream is that if any students comes to me and tell I want to become a professional like her, when that happens, that inspiration goes from one student to many students, creating a positive impact on human lives. With 9 years of experience in teaching college students, what I understood is knowledge can be taught, but the values, confidence, and inspiration must be nurtured. Now I look forward to bring the same passion, care, and dedication to school students, to aiming them to dream bigger, believe in themselves, and make them a kind, responsible individuals. At the end of the day, I don't want my students to remember me only for the lessons I have taught. I want them to remember me how I made them believe in themselves. When a teacher inspires one student, that students keep on inspiring many students, and that is a real purpose of education. Keep on inspiring. Thank you.
Voting time. Be ready to cast your vote. Our first question for today's voting session is: do you agree that the rise in petroleum and gas price is caused by Iran US crisis? The voting result revealed that 70% of the students voted yes, while 30% of the students voted no. Thank you, students, for sharing your opinion. Learning becomes more enjoyable when ideas are presented creatively. Now, let's watch an interesting role play by Miss Ramya and Miss Dia.
Good morning, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Have a nice day.
Stress buster. It's time for a quick stress buster. Let's take a short break to relax, refresh our mind, and return with a renewed energy.
Who is it that I aspire to be? That is the question that we should be asking ourselves all the time. What kind of person am I? So this is what we're gonna do.
கல்யாணமாகாத பொண்ணு கீழே நிற்கிறாள். அத இங்கிலீஷ்ல ஒரே வார்த்தையில சொல்ல சொல்லு. கல்யாணமாகாத கேரளே. என்ன வெறலா? கேல் கேல். ஓஹோ, உங்களுக்கு இங்கிலீஷ் தெரியாதுல்ல? பொண்ணு கீழே ஸ்டாண்ட். மிஸ் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங். மிஸ் அண்டர் ஸ்டாண்டிங். எப்படி?
As we come to the end of today's Open Door program, I would like to thank all our presenters, teachers, and participants for being a part of this session. I hope today's program have been informative and inspiring. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next episode. Until then, this is Ashmita signing off. Thank you.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Little Flower Kunrathur.